twilight, with a crescent moon above her. For nearly 20 minutes she remained motionless. And then she suddenly started up, a little frightened. What on earth had happened to her? Feverishly she finished her library list. There would be just time to get to the pillar box and back before she went up to dress for dinner. She put on the hat and gloves that lay on the table beside her and snatched up the letters. Was there anything else? Yes, there was an envelope with banknotes in it, a quarter's dress allowance. Her father would be annoyed if she left it lying about. She put it in the little bag she carried, and then she hurried out of the house, expecting to be back again in 5 minutes. Her father, mother, and brother sat down to dinner without her. It was not a very unusual occurrence, for Sylvia was sometimes a little unpunctual. It was expected that she would enter any moment, breathless, smiling and apologetic. As he finished his soup, her father said rather peevishly, "Where's Sylvia? I mean to say, what's she doing? She knows the dinner hour. Reason in all things." A maid was dispatched to find Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia was not to be found. There was definite evidence that she had not gone up to her room to get ready for dinner. "She told me she was going down the road to post some letters," said Charles. "Probably she met some friends and they've collared her for dinner. She'll be telephoning directly." By the end of dinner, Sylvia had not returned, nor had she telephoned. Her mother began to grow very anxious. Mr. Heatherill said it was really too bad of Sylvia. Charles telephoned to the Ingates and the Morrisons. Sylvia was not there, but Mrs. Morrison had seen her posting letters and had spoken to her. Sylvia had seemed quite well and happy. A little later, Mr. Heatherill went to the police station. At 10 o'clock, news came of her. She had gone up to London by the 7:20 train. The booking clerk knew her by sight and could describe the dress she was wearing. She had no luggage with her and had to hurry to catch the train. There were 2 down trains that night, by either of which Sylvia might return. Charles met them both, but she was not on either train. 2 days later, the portrait of the missing girl appeared in the principal London newspapers with a full description. Several people wrote and claimed to have seen her on the evening of her departure, but none of the claims would stand investigation. Mr. Heatherill then offered a reward of £1,000 for information that would lead to her recovery. This also produced nothing but a great number of unsatisfactory letters. Some weeks later, the body of an unknown woman was taken out of the Thames, and it was thought by the police that it answered to the description that had been given them. Charles went up to London and saw the body. It was not his sister. At the end of a year, Sylvia's father and mother had practically given up hope. Their loss had aged them both considerably. Charles was still optimistic. He said that Sylvia had no troubles, that she was in excellent health, and that if she pleased, she was quite well equipped to earn her own living as a teacher. She had always been independent in character, and might have chosen this way to see how she could get along by herself. It was pointed out to him that it was unlike Sylvia to do anything so cruel, and that if she had done it, she would most certainly have been seen and recognized by scores of people. But when Sylvia had been away 2 years, Charles was astounded one morning to receive a letter addressed to him in what seemed to be her handwriting. He tore the envelope open and took out the letter, expecting to find that, after all, the similarity of the handwriting had been merely a coincidence. But the letter was from Sylvia. It was written from a London hotel and was very short. She said that she was perfectly well and that she was returning home late that evening. She thought it better for Charles to break this news to her father and mother. She could not tell them where she had been or what she had been doing during the last 2 years. She had absolutely no recollection of it. She hoped that they would not ask her about it because it worried her. After a family consultation, it was decided that her father and mother should go up to London to fetch Sylvia back, and a telegram was sent to her to tell her to expect them. Sylvia could tell them very little. 4 days before